Alright, circle C lies on the coordinate plane with its center at 9, -7. The radius of circle is square root of 34 units. Without graphing the circle, Claudia writes a paragraph proof to prove that point P, 12, -2 lies in the interior of circle C, but she is missing a few steps. Read her proof carefully and then follow the instructions. Since all points on circle C are the same distance from the center, use the blank to see if the point is inside the circle. So we're just talking about distance from center, so I would say we're looking for the distance formula to see if the point is inside the circle. Yes, so then substitute the x and y coordinates to obtain blank. So we have our center point at 9, -7, and I'm using the distance formula calculator by Math Warehouse, and this link is in the announcements tab under website resources. So that's its center point, and then the other point P is 12, -2. So then calculate this, and I'm noticing that we have 9 minus 12, which looks similar to this, and -7 plus 2. So that looks pretty similar. The one thing I'm noticing is that the two numbers are switched, which is totally fine. So that just means that they put P as x1, y1. So that'd be 12, -2. And they put the center point, 9, -7, as x2, y2. So again, it's 9 minus 12 plus -7 plus 2 squared. Yep, it lines up with this one. And then the distance is blank. So the distance is the square root of 34, or 5.83. So the distance is square root of 34. This distance is blank, the length of the radius. So again, the length of the radius is square root 34, so it's the same since our distance of that, the length from our circle, so C to P, that distance was square root of 34. It's the same, or equal to. So this distance is equal to the length of the radius, which proves that point P is blank, which means we were trying to prove that it was interior of the circle, but since it's the same length as the radius, like if I had our center at C and we have our point 12, -2, well, 12, -2, and this would be P, and if our radius is the square root of 34 and this length is the square root of 34, it's going to lie on our circle, so it's not inside the circle, so it is not in the interior of the circle.